Hey everybody, it's time to make a video. First thing I'm going to do is open up Videoleap, and I'm going to hit the plus button and pick a photograph that I took in a dressing room actually while I was on tour. You can see that the whole thing is very, very short right now. It's just a picture. So what you can do with a photo in Videoleap is you can drag it out. I want this to be about, I don't know, the video is going to be 8 seconds, and it's going to be based on this photo. So here I am just kind of dragging the side. And then I want to make sure that my canvas size is what I really want for this video. So you can go in there and hit format, and I can choose what I want. And I think the default for this picture was 3x4. That's fine, let's use that. And then I hit the arrow back, I come out. So what I want to do is I want to have a skeleton walking up the stairs. So to do that, there's this wonderful area you can go to select videos that are really, really cool. They're green screen, they're pretty much ready to go, and it's a great way to get things done very, very quickly. So I'm going to go in here and hit mixer, and then I want to go to my stock images, and I want to go to Getty Images, which is selected up here. You can see it. And then you go into the search bar, and I want to type in skeleton, right? Skeleton, and then I hit search, and then it will bring up a variety of different skeletons. You can see some of them are green screened. I think I'm going to choose this one. I think this is the one that dances for me. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go in and select chroma, right? And then with the picker, you want to move it into the area of green, and that will highlight your skeleton and get rid of the background. It's really like magic. And then I can take my finger and move it along the timeline like this and see what's going to happen. It's already really, really awesome. So again, this is a great way to get things done, magic done really, really quickly, but you have to know how to do it, and that's why I'm here. So, all right, so it's a little bit small. Our guy is tiny, so we can select him and make him larger. All right, so we can, but we want to see, like when he dances, we don't want him to be out of the frame. So let's just move our finger along the timeline here and see that he actually does what we want him to do. So great, he's looking good. And maybe what I'll do is, since he's a little bit to the right, let's see if he moves to the left. No, so I want him to be in the middle at the end. So I can keyframe him somewhere in the middle. First I'll take my 2 fingers and squeeze this in a little bit so I can see more time more easily. So I'm gonna actually go back to the beginning really quick, keyframe him by pressing the little keyframe button on the right there, and I've got that, and then go to about, let's see, to the 4-second mark, keyframe it again in the middle, and then when he gets to the side, he dances, and then here, I wanna kind of move him a little bit to the middle. So I'm in the keyframe mode, so you can see it made a keyframe right there. And then he'll shimmy and shake, and I go to my end, and you can see that there's more skeleton than I really need. So I can use this little slice button down here to cut that skeleton video in 2. And then, very handy, so you can tap on the skeleton video and hit the trash can icon, and then that's gone. So now it ends very nicely, and we're pretty much ready to go. So let's go to the mixer now. Let's go back to recents. So now you're looking at my photo library, and I can select this piano clip right here. It's very appropriate music for that, lovely. But actually it doesn't start right at the beginning, so I need to trim it a little bit. Let's see, get ready to play, and there they are. Okay, so I'm just gonna have that particular video highlighted and hit the splice button there, and I'm gonna get rid of the beginning that's not needed by highlighting it and clicking the trash. And then what's really important to know is you put your finger on the video, the little video clip circle there, and that's the way you can move a video around on the timeline. So I'm moving it back to the beginning. So of course, the biggest problem right now is that my piano video is right in front of what we're trying to do. So I want to have the piano playing in it. So one of the great things about Videoleap is it's just so easy to highlight the video. I just touch the screen and I can shrink the size of it, and I'm going to kind of get it out of the way of the skeleton dancing and put it up here, right? And now what I might want to do to make it blend instead of looking like a square box, and I can use the masking tool. Very often I'll use the radial one, and I can set the size of it with my 2 fingers, as you can see. So I set it a little smaller than the actual box, and then I can use these arrows to make it kind of blend in. So that's really, really a nice feature. The other thing I want to do is I want to select that video again, and I spend a lot of time in this adjust mode because generally I like things to have a nice saturation, and vibrance is always wonderful. And then warmth, I've been using that more lately too because it kind of takes you from the yellowish kind of look to a more blue look. So it always seems to work to blend things in a little better. So this is looking pretty good. Let's check it out. But of course the music goes on a little bit too long, so I could fade the music out, or I could, alternatively I could make the whole thing longer. But since I only went to that point with it, let's clip off the piano track. So we don't want it to end like abruptly, so let's just hear the ending. So right now it's doing that. The way to resolve that is to go to the piano track in this case, and I'm going to go to audio, and then I'm going to use this function called unlink. Unlink is cool because it immediately brings up all these cool things you can do with audio. The one I use all the time is the fade out. So I'm going to use this arrow, this bar here, and I'm going to create a nice fade out. So we can make the fade out as long, as short as I want. I'm going to do kind of a longer fade out because it ends in the middle of a phrase there. So just to make it sound like it's smooth. So we're going to fade that out. We're also going to select the main picture, and we're going to keyframe the opacity about 2 seconds or so away from the end at 100%, and then go to the end and move that down to 0. So that leaves our skeleton and our piano clip visually up there. So I'm going to select first the piano clip, do the same thing, and I'm going to do the same with the skeleton. Now our ending should be a lot smoother. Let's check it out. We'll go to 3 seconds. Nice. Okay, so there we have it. And then it's all set to export. We just hit export. You can choose how you want to export. I'm just going to choose 1080 at 25 frames a second. Hit save, and here it is. Awesome. And that's how it's done.